It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Cards, just ahead on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to week.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Right back to Mitchell here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Look at this Arizona defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Lawrence. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
In motion left goes Sutton. Now Lawrence on first down.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
In motion left goes Sutton. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Okakwo holds it in left side.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
That'll be complete to Okakwo.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On third down, Lawrence.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again, it's Lawrence. It's Dillon on the slant.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Take right open. Go.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Lawrence going to throw again.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Keenan Allen with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Vikings 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw, Pickett. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Bronco switch.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Gun.
Motion man left is Lazard.
Gun. 11, Agate.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
What's up, man?
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Dillon up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
On third down, here's Dillon.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And out now come the Vikings.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Open man here, the tight end Henry.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Lazard will go in motion right. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Vikings 24. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Pickett looking to throw on second down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that board? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for our Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Sutton.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Lazard will go in motion right. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Draw play, Dillon.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Motion man left is Lazard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Carlson able to put this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC.
Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now swing pass for Dillon.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And Allen's got it.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another try. 2nd and 10 now. Lawrence will throw.
He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, 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 and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a throw again as Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Trevor Lawrence
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Vikings 34. Daniel Carlson set to
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to take this home, they'll run. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed